I'm going to go one more award. This is the first time we've given this award. This is the Musical Genre of the Week award, and it goes to jazz. Jazz is hot right now. Jazz is very hot if you're not paying attention to jazz. 4 bombs after the team meeting. He struck out 11 of those 24 plate appearances, though, which is, I just love the attitude, getting in the box. I talked to one of his minor league players, a guy who played middle infield next to Jazz for a couple of years in the system. And he was like, dude, the stories about like guys in a locker room telling Jazz that they don't like him and they can't put up with their stuff. He's like, that definitely checks out. But I'll tell you this much. There's no way that guy gives a fuck. There is no way that guy's like, oh, okay, you got it. I'll come back better. Like Jazz just does Jazz. Jazz is doing his own thing. Now, whether that gives him the bag of the week or the dude of the week, it does not. We're not sitting here celebrating this type of individualism or whatever. But as it pertains to a musical genre, jazz is one where, hey, just take it for a ride. Like, see how it feels. Like, no one's judging you when it comes to playing jazz, and no one's going to judge jazz if he's going to play like this. I like this guy a lot. I like the blue hair. I like the flair. I like pissing people off. It's good to me.
Yeah, I like watching him play. I think he's good for the game. And then, you know, to speak about his character or how he is as a teammate, I can't say anything about that. If the team meeting indeed was about jazz, I mean, look, there's going to be assholes out there. You're going to play with guys that you don't like. You're going to, unless he's doing things that are, you know, bringing a tremendous amount of negative attention to your team, or he's just doing things that that don't sit well with the organization, then you have to address those things. But if he's just a dick and he's just, you know, a big personality and he does things different, then you know what? You fucking deal with it. Like there's so many different personalities in a clubhouse from all different backgrounds. There's American guys that are very religious, that are super quiet. There's Latin players that are the exact same, very religious, super quiet. And there's the opposite in the spectrum. There's guys that are very over the top, won't shut up. Guys that do a lot of extracurricular things that might be seen as kind of unsavory to their teammates or people in the organization, but they show up and they work hard and they play good baseball. So there's a lot of personalities you have to deal with. And like I said, if he's going to produce and perform for your team, and I play with guys like that. You kind of put up with it. You hope that they don't go over the top and bring negative attention to your team. But at the end of the day, if they're performing, it is what it is.
Well said. Well said from someone who's been in the locker room. I'm more looking at it from, I like the entertainment aspect of it. I like the fact that Marlins.
I agree with it. I agree with you on that. Yeah, the entertainment aspect is great, but what you don't see sometimes is how it can be not entertaining in the clubhouse. But if you can do both, if you can be entertaining and put on a show for the fans, and then, you know, behind closed doors, be a good teammate. That's what I don't know if that's what he needs to do, then he needs to do that. But if it's something else that I don't know about, then that's amongst the boys and they need to figure that out amongst themselves. But I would think that there's probably some things going on that just don't sit well with the guys in that Marlins clubhouse. And, you know, if Jazz cares about being as good of a teammate as he can, then maybe he'll take those things into consideration and not change the way he plays on the field. Like fly around, you know, have play with flair. The hair is amazing. The way he wears his uniform's amazing, and he produces. So just maybe he needs to clean some things up, but you know, they're going to have to deal with that internally.